Welcome to the Hazard Communication Standard Training. This video has been designed to assist you with ensuring that employees have been properly trained regarding the new Global Harmonized Data System. The Hazard Communication Standard is a new system designed to help you and your employees identify hazardous chemicals and aligns with the United Nations Globally Harmonized System. The system has been designed for better employee safety, and Occupational Safety and Health Administration, also known as OSHA, has mandated that all employees must be trained regarding the new system. The first area of training deals with the safety data sheets. The safety data sheets modifies the current material safety data sheets to a global harmonized system. In the United States, it is required that all data sheets be in English, but Spanish sheets should be made available if needed. All inactive sheets should be kept either in hard copy or electronically for a period of at least 30 years, and employers must ensure that safety data sheets are readily accessible to employees. Active data sheets should be kept separately from inactive sheets, and you should always have a backup system for active and inactive sheets. The new safety data sheet format requires 16 specific sections of information to be closed on every hazardous chemical found in the workplace. And by June 1st, 2015, the Hazard Communication Standard requires that all new safety data sheets conform to the new format under the section headings below. Section 1, Identification, which includes the product identifier, the name of the manufacturer or distributor of the chemical, and contact information, including an emergency phone number. Section 1 also includes the recommended and restricted uses for the chemical. Section 2 contains all information regarding the hazards of the chemical. Section 3 discloses the composition of the product, including the active chemical ingredients. Section 4 identifies any first aid measures for the chemical. Section 5 describes any special firefighting procedures. Section 6 details emergency procedures for accidental exposure, protective equipment, and proper cleanup, containment, and countermeasures. Section 7 lists the proper handling and storage of the chemical. Section 8 provides the necessary exposure controls under OSHA's permissible exposure limits, the threshold limit values, appropriate engineering controls, and any personal protective equipment. Section 9 details the chemical's properties and characteristics. Section 10 discloses the potential hazardous reactions. Section 11 provides information on the toxicity of the chemical, including symptoms, acute and chronic effects, and how one might become exposed. Section 12 through 15 provides for additional information not governed by OSHA. Section 16 details the date that the information was prepared or that the last revision of the safety data sheet. Labels are defined by the Hazard Communication Standard as the printed or graphic information concerning the hazardous chemical that is printed or attached to the chemical container or to the outside packaging. By June 1st, 2015, all labels are required to have the following information: a pictogram, a signal word that discloses if the chemical is either in the danger or in the warning category, hazard or precautionary statements, a product identifier, and the supplier identification. The next several slides details the 9 pictograms that will be used as a part of the Hazard Communication Standard. The pictograms will be identified with a red border and a symbol in the inside named after the specific hazards that are characteristic to the chemical and somewhat self-explanatory. The pictograms are as follows: exploding bomb, which includes gunpowder and forms of pyrotechnics; flame, which includes gasoline and acetone; flaming O, and which includes oxidizers such as hydrogen peroxide; gas cylinder, includes acetylene and oxygen; corrosives, and includes chemicals that corrode skin, eyes, and metals. Skull, which is severe in nature, toxic, and exposure can include oral, inhalation, or via contact with skin. Exclamation mark, which again is toxic, fatal, and can result in organ damage. Chronic health hazard, which is also known as Starman, which may contain chemicals known to be carcinogenic, toxic, mutagenic, and damage organs or result in death. The final pictogram is an environmental hazard and is not required by OSHA, but should not be ignored. Individual containers of chemicals used by employees must have labels present that disclose similar information, either provided by the manufacturer or may be done in-house, and are required to provide the product name, the physical hazards, health hazard warning, and include any possible side effects that exposure may have on bodily organs. Employers are also required to compile a complete list of hazardous material lists of all known hazardous chemicals in the workplace. Also, employers must have a safety data sheet for each chemical and replace any that are missing. If you do not have a safety data sheet, employees should not be allowed to use that chemical. Finally, here are some additional safety measures that you should be made aware of, but are not required by OSHA. Always read the label and follow all instructions. Never mix chemicals without proper training. Always use proper safety equipment when handling chemicals, including gloves, goggles, masks, respirators, and any other protective clothing. Assure proper ventilation. Store chemicals under the proper conditions. Handle all chemicals with care when transporting. Properly dispose of all waste or unused chemicals, and keep all chemicals away from children. In conclusion, training must be completed by December 1st, 2013 for all employees, and all employers must meet all other provisions of the requirement by June 1st, 2015. For additional information, please visit OSHA's website regarding the Hazard Communication Standard. This now concludes the training for the Hazard Communication Standard. Thank you very much for your attention, and have a great day.